Okay, we're gonna do the salt cellars. I went to an estate sale that was mentioned on Facebook Marketplace. I'll move this up so you can see down inside. And they had all of these for $1 each. And this, I mean, most of these I didn't put the duplicates because there's just so many. And so I thought we'd go over some of these. Now, there's two of these. One's up top there. These are, it says, made in the USA on the bottom. I've already had someone help me identify these. These are made by Shawnee. They are not too much. I mean, because they're the solid colors, there's still a little wax on that. I wiped all this stuff down, but there's still some wax right there. So they're about $10. That's not too bad. I got them for $1. Well, actually, I think two. I think she charged me for each. I would have gotten more of these because these are little egg poachers. But this one I thought was really sweet looking. And it says it has daylilies. I don't know that mark, and I really am going to have to get a jeweler's loupe. None of those, I grow daylilies, none of those are daylilies. Some of them do okay. I've sold them in the past. It really depends on who made them and what they look like. This one was really pretty. I've never seen that mark before. I would have gotten more, but I dropped $74 at this sale. I ran out of money. This is not marked. It is a lovely little hand-painted porcelain dish. Probably was from a dresser set. And this could have held bobby pins or something. Usually if it's a hair receiver, then this part would be an open hole and they'd put little extras in. This is the only one they had of this lovely amber glass salt cellar with the bird. I have not yet found a marking on it, but it really is just amazingly adorable and detailed. This is a single. This one is Royal Austria. Now, these tiny little guys, I don't know who made these. I don't think these are early Hagen Renneker. They're the right size, but they have this little sticker, which I cannot read. It's too tiny. The bigger one has it too. Genuine bone china, Japan. But they're the exact same paint colors, even though the eyes are really dark on that one. Now this one intrigued me. I got this one. It's awful big for a salt cellar. And it says, made in Kenya. And I got it just because of how different it was. There's a note, my note in there. I had to look this up. I thought it was an ibex. See if the camera can get that. There we go. Look at that detail. It's a transfer, and you can see there's crazing inside. But look at that animal. That is a lesser kudu. I've never seen anything like it before. Not on porcelain. So I'm going to really try that one because of what it is. You know, there's this little fella I already showed. This little stack here. These are RS Germany. There's 3. There's a pair of these. These are Noritake. And then there's these. I'm not sure what that one is. Now, I just listed something that had that same symbol. And that symbol is a company that would would make Noritake things or similar things. They were a subsidiary of Noritake. And then, and I only just found that out with what I had to list before. And then, in unpacking all these salt cellars, I found these two. I really wanted to show you these. So, can you spot which one's the original Noritake? Yeah, if you said this one with the better colors, the richer tones, this is the original Noritake. This one, as soon as you pick them up, you can tell this one's a much lighter weight. This has that same flower. And off the top of my head, I cannot remember who it is that, oh, I lost my mouse, there it is. Who it is that had done them. Let me see if I can find it. Now, so you can see some of these are singles. There's some very pretty singles here. Beautiful hand painting. And I'm going to have to, list them as a lot. Here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is. I have a silver and blue lusterware, which thanks to Sue Me, a YouTuber, she has a thing that tells you that that silvery blue is the really early lusterware. So, from the 1920s. Okay, so that mark that I just showed you. Where's a piece where it shows up very well? No. We just had, that's the Noritake. Maybe it was this one? This one. So, this mark, let it focus. If you will focus, any time now would be good. It doesn't want to focus. If I back it up a little bit. So this mark is cherry blossom in shape, and it makes 5 M's. If you look at the petals there, they are actually tiny little M's. And so what it is that it is a mark subcontracted to independent companies making porcelain for the USA market by the Nippon Toki Kasha Company, which is the Noritake company. Is this one showing any better? No, because I can't get the camera to focus on it. Now, most times that if it's in the green like that, then it is usually from the 1920s. And so then it's made for export by the Noritake company, but they subcontract it out. And so I found several pieces among this that are that. Other pieces, like there's another Noritake. These single Noritakes, or, now see there's, is it going to show? This is a different color, but it's the same image. There we go. I'm going to have to look up because they changed color as it got older. So this one might be the 30s, but that little one in the blue or in the green is the 20s. It's just a shame. Some of these are just absolutely adorable. Another Noritake. And they're singles. So the singles I'll probably have to put up as a lot. There's other ones that there's a pair. Like these. They're not marked. They're beautifully done. as far as not the hand painting, because you can see the hand painting, you know, that's kind of somewhat all over the place. I mean, it really looks like they've painted some of the colors and then the color ran. Like it didn't stay where they put it, so it's always darker wherever, like all of the orange, it looks like the cup was held this way, and it all kind of ran down and settled there and then dried. And the gold work is just like slapped on there. But inside, there's only 2 of these. They have this lovely little picture of a lady. I don't like using the term geisha because people don't, in the U.S. and the West, just don't get it. A geisha was a lady who was highly educated and was not a slut. She was expected to be there for conversation and intelligence, and to play music, and not to be, you know, not a hooker. Sorry, she just wasn't. There's these 2 little guys. These guys are not marked, so they'll probably become a pair. There's a couple of these not marked. Well, I think there's something in gold. It probably just says Japan. This is a one-off, just marked Japan. But he's this interesting green lusterware with an orange inside. This one, they're not the same, but there are 2 that have this cool looking parrot on the handle, as a handle. And then here's the other one. It has a little chip right there, but it's so neat looking with the parrot. So I will probably list those 2 together. There is a set of these. I only have one up on the table, and these are probably the best hand painting. Look at that crane. Isn't that just lovely? Flying away, and then there's the little stylized tree branches. That signifies a pine tree. This is the one. This one has this little black on the outside here. So this is the only one that has a little flaw. But there's 6 or 7 of these. There's 2 of these, and these are really tiny and delicate. But look at the flower work. Really just quite pretty and nicely done. Nice hand painting. There's a couple of these. Now this one is Belique, so it'll probably go by itself with this little mint green and beautiful little roses. My camera's not doing justice to these roses at all. This one is somebody from France. Again, the paint job is quite nice. You know, they've done a nice little job. So these 2, I have to look up those makers. Now, I don't know what these are meant to be. I wondered if they were mini ashtrays for a bridge set. That, you know, if you were playing bridge, like you would have nut bowls or something, you always had something small that wouldn't be in the way on the table. But I don't know. Now, they have a marking. They are from Germany. They're from the same maker, but this one, the mark is just, it is barely on there. So I'll offer them up as a set. They're really cute. But I honestly don't know what they are. I'm not sure they're salt cellars, but I'm not sure what they are. This lovely little one. Look at that beautiful painting. And the painting is, if you look at it this way, I can't tell if it's a rose or a carnation. And then it has no mark. Whoops, sorry. It has no mark, but it's got this lovely iridescence. It's got 4-leaf clovers in gold. And then again, that same on. Now there's a set of these. There's 1, 2, 3. So there's 6 of these. But this is big. I mean, this is really big. So I suspect this is a finger bowl. You would stick your fingers in, clean your fingers off with water, wipe them off on your napkin. Because while this is for salt, look at the size difference. Look, I'll put it inside. Look at that. So I don't think this set, and it's beautifully thin china with this wonderful, wonderful iridescence. I don't think that set is a salt cellar. I think that's finger bowl. Now this is huge. I compared to the other things. Oh, look, here's my hand. Look at the size of it. I don't know what this is meant to be. Really gorgeous flowers inside. There is a flaw. That one little flower on the end. And I've never seen that mark. A little double-colored carriage. So I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to hunt for that. That's another one that I really suspect, if it's anything, it's a finger bowl for washing your fingers off. This little sweetie is so cute. Look at that face. He's so cute. You know, he's just adorable. Is he marked? Not marked. I was so disappointed, though, that the very tip of his handle, because you take him out, he has the tiny little spoon. The spoon is marked Japan. Now, I don't know if this spoon actually goes with him because the spoon is bisque finish, whereas everything else is gloss. There's some kind of a gloss to it. And it doesn't really, the lid doesn't fit quite right. The lid does not fit quite right with that. So I honestly don't think, see, I'll show you what I mean. Look at that. That fits nice and even and flat now. No matter which way you put it. So I don't think that spoon, I really don't think this goes with that. Because it doesn't match. Even the shades of green don't really match. So I'll have to think about whether I'm going to include that with it. The collectors who had this both passed away. And the family was doing the best they could. But they didn't really know. You get to see these again. Now this one might be a salt cellar. Lovely, see, you know, lakeside. There's a little swan there. Little tiny cottage. Really pretty. Just marked made in Japan. And then there's these guys. Now, this one. And this one. It's a shame. This one has a crack. That is a crack. See, it's on the other side. Those two. Nondescript kind of finger bowls. This one, you know, again, no mark. This one has this lovely gold raised stuff, which, you know, it's nothing special to those three. But then I got to this guy. This one, compared to those three, this one's something special. I don't know what, because not marked. But look at the feet. Look at the slip work on the feet. Who does this? Who does that kind of special detail on feet? The hand-painted flowers. These are all little, I'm guessing meant to be little violets. And then the inside. Look at this paint job. It's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Light shading here and there with the green. The paint job is so different. You know, when you see porcelain that just looks like somebody did watercolor artistry to it, you know you got something special. And then this edge, this is again raised slip work. And it's so delicate that it looks like lace. So this one is something far superior than any of these. And the weight difference between all of these and this one like has no weight. It's like nothing. You hold it up to the light. I can't, well, it's not going to show it. Oh, maybe a little bit. You can see the difference, sorta, from my camera. But you can see the light shine through that one. It's just unbelievably gorgeous. Then there is these, which these are most likely a stack of butter plates, which, you know, you'd get your little pat of butter. They're just marked Japan. I'm pretty sure they're a set, even though they have the different colors. They were at least made by the same company. And this one's a different size. Look how much bigger this is. I suspect that this, while really nicely done, no marking, I suspect this is actually a dish from a child's tea set. But it really is nice. It's well done. It's just a gorgeous cobalt blue. Pity there's no maker's mark on it. So that again, that's also something that will probably go up by itself. And we'll see, you know, how they all do. The last one I saved. And this is the only the set that I'm going to show. Because, dun, da, 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 look at these guys. Every single one of them is a different animal. That's just cool. So we've got 6. So we've got, cow doesn't have a tail like that, so I don't know what that is. You have goat, you have monkey, you have a tiger, snake, and a pig. When I found them on the table, the first one I saw was the pig, which made me just laugh my head off. The pig was actually with the girls over there. So then I found the rest of these, and now I'm going to have to work on that. Because I don't know how to read Chinese or Japanese. Not a clue how to read kanji. But I did find a website that's pretty good at that. But aren't these just amazing? You know, such fine detail when you're trying to get a tiny little brush down inside that bowl. There's an awful lot of color to these. And it just amazes me that they did these animals so well. So these are all going to go online. There's a few other things, like, you know, there's not 74 pieces sitting here, but I spent $74 at that sale. But that's because there are some other things. I bought some vintage hats, and I got a couple of things for me to keep. I got, what was the other thing? A box, unopened and unused box for fly fishing thing, a nice vintage thing. That might show up in another video. I do tend to put a bunch of stuff up that I'm not showing in every single video, simply because I just have so much stuff. And I've been finding, because I've been going through some stuff that I'd already had out. So, you know, when I find these one-offs or two-offs, I'm just getting stuff up and listed. So since these two are so close, and the one is a Noritake and the other is not, I will probably put these two together because of how close they are. And all the one-offs will be lumped together based on type, but I think I'll give everything that has its own marking a try on its own before I would do anything. So these will be up soon. There's so many of them, I will probably list them all and then post the video so that, you know, everybody has a chance. The dogs may wait until I can ID them. But yeah, this was the salt cellar find, and it was amazing. And they had so many more, but I don't know anything about glassware, so I left all the crystal and the glass ones. The only glass one, like I said, the only glass one I picked up was the one with the bird. It was the only one like it. But hey, we're going to have some fun seeing what these go for. I had to figure out how to do screenshots so I could show you how what some things that have been in the videos have sold for. So that'll be my next challenge. Alright, you guys have a good night, and I'll see you the next time.